How do you like your steak? According to Longhorn Steakhouse, about 12% of customers ask for theirs to be cooked well done. But if this is you, you might want to think again before having that steak burned to a crisp. Of course, many argue that a steak's temperature is a matter of personal choice. After all, if people like their steaks well done, shouldn't they feel free to order it that way? And it's true, the waiter isn't going to tell you that you're wrong if you ask for your steak well done. In most cases, they'll go ahead and make it for you. As one Chicago restaurant owner told The Takeout, "Personally, I think serving bad food is not okay, and that overcooking anything shouldn't be done. Some things are personal preference, and in the case of a basic steak, sure, burn it if the customer prefers that. Some restaurants might try to steer their well-done loving customers in another direction." A Minnesota-based tavern manager told The Takeout, "Our smoked chicken is fantastic, so if we can get somebody into that versus a well-done steak, we'll try to take that opportunity." But just what is wrong with a well-done steak? Well, heating up the interior of the steak too much hardens the muscle fibers and burns off a steak's juices, leaving you with a dry and tasteless hunk of meat. Instead, many chefs will recommend medium rare as the best temperature, since it maintains flavor and keeps those juices from drying out. And while it may not seem like much, the 25-degree temperature difference between medium rare and well-done steak can make all the difference when it comes to how the meat will actually taste. Of course, you might argue that well-done steaks are safer, since it's generally unsafe to eat meat that hasn't been fully cooked. But the U.S. Department of Agriculture says it's safe to eat steak at lower temperatures, as opposed to, say, hamburger patties and ground beef, which should generally be cooked well done. That's because there's a chance that bacteria has been mixed into the inside of a burger patty, which generally isn't the case with steak. But it turns out that cooking a steak well done might even be more dangerous than cooking it medium rare. The high temperatures involved in well-done cooking can cause a chemical reaction that creates heterocyclic amines, or HCAs. These chemicals have been shown to cause cancer in lab animals, and some studies have shown that people who eat well-done meat over a long period of time have a higher risk of developing certain cancers. There are ways to reduce the amount of HCAs in a well-done steak, but one of them involves microwaving the meat first and then draining the juices out. And by that point, you might as well be eating a shoe. Obviously, if you don't want to take the sage advice of chefs and order your steak medium rare, that's up to you. But be warned, ordering a well-done steak might allow the chef to get away with some pretty sketchy kitchen practices. On one thread on Reddit, employees or former employees of certain restaurants shared their advice on menu items to avoid. One comment read, "Never order a steak well done. I guarantee you that the chef will pick the oldest meat from the back of the shelf. You'd be better off ordering a burger." The idea is that if you take an old or tough cut of meat, it'll be far easier to notice its inferiority if it's cooked to a lower temperature. If it's cooked well done, however, it can be pawned off on a customer who doesn't mind that it's been turned into a hockey puck, without them noticing that it was a bit off in the first place.
Ignorance is bliss.
A steak connoisseur, on the other hand, would probably order their steak medium rare and therefore notice that they had been given a bad cut of meat. So there you have it. If you want to stay safe and satisfied, you're better off giving that well-done steak a very wide berth indeed. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.